Hey everybody, and welcome to a new episode of the Geekdom Forecast. So today I'm going to talk about one of the most hyped animes of 2020, that is The God of High School. And in my last episode about The God of High School, I said that it is going to be one of the most promising animes of 2020, but after I watched till episode 6 and then dropped the anime. The reason I dropped the anime was because after episode 4 everything didn't make sense at all. Like, out of nowhere Yumira suddenly gets a proposal from a famous guy, and then she says yes, and then they're about to get married, and then Jin Mori and Devi comes in and stops the marriage, telling her that he is a fraud or something like that. I didn't really get it. And then Yumira drops the marriage, they fight, he loses, and then he goes off, and he takes Mira's sword with him, and Mira is totally fine with it, like, because okay, that is understandable, because she says that her father's memories and his feelings live within her, so that's fine. But in one single episode, she got a proposal, she says yes, she is about to get married, then she doesn't get married, then they fight, then he goes away, then so many things happened in one single episode, like without any context. It just happened. Like, I think God of High School was hyped because of the webtoon fandom, because webtoon fans are really dedicated fans, so I guess that's the reason why. But after episode 4 I was really not into the anime, because till episode 3 I liked the God of High School. I have to say this, they have done a great job in the animation. Like, the animation and the coloring is very good, and the fight scenes are also good, but the storyline is horrible. Now we're going to talk about the other character, Devi or Davi. I don't really know how to pronounce it, so I'm going to call him Devi for now. So in episode 5 they show a flashback of how they became friends, and the flashback was good. I appreciated the story for that much. Okay, so after showing the flashback, to win the event, Devi fights Yumira, he makes her bleed, and then he fights Jin Mori. While fighting Jin Mori, we came to know that Davi's friend who was sick ultimately dies, and Davi is not aware of it. He's still fighting to win, and then Yumira comes in and gives him this letter, which was written by Davi's friend. He reads the letter and then he goes back to normal. Like, such a emotional story. Like, his friend is sick, he's been fighting for him, he's been participating in the tournament for him so that he gets cured, and then when he comes to know about his death, when one of the main chairmen of the event comes in and tells him in between of the fight that his friend is dead. And a few moments later Yumira comes in with the letter, and Davi reads the letter and he's totally fine. 10 seconds flashback is shown, and then it's completely fine. They are friends again, he's smiling. In one single episode they show a flashback, like the episode 4. In episode 5 they show a flashback of how they became friends and how sad his life was, how sad it is right now because he's sick, and then he dies, and then he gets the letter. In the letter he has written something like, don't have any regrets. It's just that I don't like the storyline of God of High Schools. It's so bad. Like, with such a good animation, what are you doing? Like, out of nowhere things happen in the God of High School. It's like so unpredictable. Like, and I have to say this. In episode 1 we saw a powerful person, or what was it? It was a person, it was someone, something, I don't know. Okay, so he destroys an island. With his power, he destroys the island, and that is shown in the first scene of the first episode. And until episode 6, there is no context. Like, how are you supposed to keep up with such an anime? Are you there just for the fights? Is it just a hype up for the fights? Because the fight scenes are very good, the animation is really good, but the storyline is so bad, the plot is so bad, the pace is so fast, and it is so fast paced, you will just lose yourself. Like in the blink of an eye, Yumira got married, someone died, someone happened something, Yumira again didn't get married. Like everything happens in the blink of an eye in this anime. So that's all for today, and let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about God of High School? Is it worth watching? Can it be considered as the one of the best animes of 2020? Just let me know.